This bride is talking to her friend, telling her that her mother-in-law and her fiancé's money will be hers after the wedding. The groom is talking to his grandmother, and claiming that he will not marry that woman and that he will follow the plan he created with his grandmother. When the groom approaches, she then freaks out, telling her friend that she needs to end the call. When the bride sees the wheelchair-bound woman, she questions who that old woman is. The groom then says that's what he wants to talk to his bride about. He calls her over to introduce his grandmother to the bride, and the woman questions what they have to do with that lady. The groom explains that his grandmother is sick and very ill, and was thinking that after the wedding, he wants to take his grandmother to live with them, so they can take care of the lady together. But the bride doesn't agree with that immediately, claiming that she won't take care of an old woman who is not even good enough to walk. And the man continues to argue, saying that since they have a lot of time and money, and that her grandmother needs a lot of help, he thought they can take her to the honeymoon after the wedding, that they can take care of her, take her to the doctor, give her her medicines on time, and questions what her fiancé thinks about this. She gets very nervous about this, saying that she will not accept that old woman into her wedding, and that her fiancé should have spoken earlier about his grandmother. The man tries to argue that his grandmother needs to be careful since she has no one but him, but the bride replies that she will explain for the last time, and says that he is very wrong about this story, and will not accept it. The groom is outraged, questioning how she has the courage to talk about his grandmother, and gives the ultimatum that she will live with them. The woman, on the other hand, uses emotional blackmail, claiming that she can't believe her fiancé is doing this to her, because they are about to get married and have a honeymoon. And she suggests that her fiancé put her grandmother in a nursing home. She also argues that this moment is only for them as an engaged couple, but the man is adamant that this is not up for discussion, since it has already been decided. The woman continues to insist that her fiancé put the grandmother in the nursing home. The groom says that he understands that he wants privacy in the marriage, but that grandmother took care of him when he was a child, when he was just a baby. He is just trying to repay the love his grandmother gave him, and all the patience she had in her life with him. But the bride keeps insisting on her idea, claiming that her fiancé can't do this, that he needs to think about their privacy as a couple, about the trips they will take together, and everything they will enjoy with each other. And she tells her fiancé not to put the grandmother in their lives. She argues that they have all this money, and they need to enjoy it. And the groom says that this is what the bride wants, just to enjoy the money, that she only thinks about trips, expensive things to buy. She quickly replies that no, that she's just saying that she doesn't want his grandmother meddling in their married life, that it's their trip, their wedding all beautiful, and that that old woman is meddling in their lives. Then the man says that if she doesn't want to accept the grandmother in their life, then there will be no more marriage. The woman questions whether he is joking with her, and threatens him, saying that the man doesn't know what she is capable of, that she will leave him like the grandmother in the wheelchair, and says that he will marry her. The man then questions if the bride is listening to herself, because she has just threatened him. The bride tries to disguise it, justifying that she is very nervous, that it is just stress from the wedding, because she has to resolve many things, and apologizes. She says she has seen it coming, as she has a lot of wedding stuff to sort out, and that he can sort it all out with his grandmother. When the grandson and grandmother are left alone, the man wonders how his fiancée can be like that. Soon after, another woman approaches, questioning if he is all right. When the man wants to know what she is doing there, the woman just hugs him, claiming to miss him. He asks again what she is doing there. She then answers that she wants to know how they are doing. The man says that he loves that woman very much, and wishes he were marrying her. But he claims that the woman needs to get out of there, before they catch her, otherwise it will be dangerous. But the woman refuses to leave, because she is in that place to help the man she loves. The man knows that she loves him, but also knows that she cannot stay there at the time of the ceremony. So he says that when he says yes to his bride, he is thinking of the woman he really loved, but he asks her to get out of there, because he doesn't want to see her get hurt, and is interrupted when the bride arrives clapping her hands. She is sarcastic as she says that the scene is beautiful. She even thinks she has to give the dress to the woman. The groom becomes desperate, and the bride replies that she was on her way to pick him up, but caught him cheating on her with another woman. She questions how he could do this to her, especially on her wedding day. The man asks the bride to let the woman go, and asks her to take it easy, and begs the bride to let her go. But the bride just laughs, claiming that he will only see how she will get revenge, that she will disappear with that woman. The woman just keeps asking to be let go because she is being hurt by having her hair pulled. The bride then threatens the groom, claiming that his mother owns the barracks and therefore the two are extremely dangerous, and that if anything happens to the bride, they are the ones who will wake up dead. The man continues to beg the bride to let his wife go. He questions what she's getting out of it, and why she's threatening them like this. Then the bride says she's going to put an end to that woman, and take the opportunity to put an end to his grandmother as well. Then the man loses his patience, starts yelling at his fiancée, and manages to release the woman, who quickly leaves. He starts to scold his fiancée, but she doesn't put her head down. The bride says that they are to be married that very day. He tries to speak, and tells the woman to look at her own condition, because she is going crazy. The woman confirms that she is crazy, but she is crazy in love with him, and that they will get married and be very happy together. The man shouts at her to stop it because she is going crazy, and the woman says that she will only stop if he marries her, that only then she won't do anything to him or his grandmother. The man continues shouting that she is a crazy woman, that she is totally over her limit. He tells her to look in the mirror, and says that they can't get married like this. The bride changes her attitude, becoming calmer, saying that they need to go at once, because the guests have been waiting a long time. She then says she will wait for him at the ceremony, and leaves the groom behind with his grandmother. The man is saddened to realize that he is really going to have to marry her. At the ceremony, his grandmother, who pretended to be ill, rips off the bride's veil, who is surprised to have the truth revealed. But the lady soon reveals that she is the groom's mother, and that she decided to dress up to reveal the groom's true character. All the guests are surprised by all this, and even begin to record the scenes that unfold there. The bride tries to argue that it was all a mistake, asking the woman to calm down, claiming that she can explain herself. The groom then says that he had already warned her that she was a terrible person, and asks if his mother still wants him to marry her. The mother denies it, saying that her son doesn't deserve to marry someone as bad character as that woman. The pastor asks if there will still be a wedding. The groom replies that there will be a wedding, but it will be between him and the woman he loved. The bride cries out that this is absurd, but the woman says it's not, and she doesn't lower her head before the presence of the unmasked bride, going to the side of the groom she loved. The groom says that everything is all right now, so he asks to marry him in front of everyone. As she tries to answer, the bride pulls her by the hair, again threatening the woman and the groom. The woman manages to get away, but the groom's mother, not liking the threat, starts pulling the bride's hair too, telling her not to mess with her son, because she doesn't know what she is capable of doing to defend him, telling her to leave the ceremony immediately. The bride gets up, saying she is leaving, but threatens that she will still have her revenge against the three. And the mother gives her blessing for the loving couple to be really happy, asking her new one to take good care of her son. The son thanks her, saying that they can begin the ceremony. He asks again if his wife agrees to marry him, and his wife doesn't hesitate to answer yes. Then everyone celebrates the wedding of that couple.